Hello.
Oh, I forgot to ask y'all. Do I sound better?
As
I
opposed to your normal bullshit.
Is my mic hissy? Is it am I quiet?
No, you sound fine.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
sound. I don't notice. Like I couldn't say, "Holy shit, you sound so much better than last time." It's like whatever.
All right.
Yes.
Well, new computer. I was curious if my mic was going. Turns out it was the computer. So
Yeah, I mean it sounds fine. You're
Yeah,
good.
I mean, I'm having no trouble at all hearing you or understanding you.
and that's what's important.
And I have
And that's
mixed
what's
feelings.
unfortunate.
Damn it.
I was gonna say I have mixed feelings about that.
Listen, I've missed trash talking you, Zach. I've tried to sneak it in our chat.
You gotta.
Mhm.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. We're gonna
Yeah.
talk about that in a minute
Uh-huh.
for sure. All right, let's get this thing started. You guys ready?
Yep.
On this episode of the Culture Smash Cast.
Zach.
Okay, let's try
Oh, I
that
thought I
again.
was
Zach,
second.
you're. No, there's only two, and Tina
There's
said she
only
was
two.
going last.
Well, usually someone else goes first. You can't blame me for that one.
You don't account for one.
There's normally someone that goes first.
We just said this before the pre-show. Or
This is
during
what
the
happens
pre-show.
when you've had a couple drinks.
But you haven't
No.
had any, though. That's the problem.
No.
All right, one more time.
All right, here we go. On this episode of the Culture Smash Cast,
Oh, it's Oscar time for Hollywood.
And it's time to say bye-bye to Sora AI.
it's the Culture Smash Cast, episode 690 for March the 25th, 2026. I'm Stephen Lackey, editor of the Culture Smash Cast. Tina?
I'm Tina Qualls, contributor to Culture Smash Cast.
Zachy boy?
I'm Zach. I'm a dumbass, as my name shows. So
It's true. And like your ceiling fan is like throwing me off in the background. It looks
do you
like
want me
there's
to
a
turn it
problem.
off?
No, I don't care. It just
I
looks like
thought
it's
about
flickering.
Yeah, that's 30 FPS. I wonder if I could change this higher. Hang on, I should be able to change that.
All right. Well, while you do that, I'll do these things really quickly because we haven't done them in a number of
A
weeks.
while.
Did it work?
Join us every Wednesday night on YouTube and Twitch, starting at our Sir.
I'm trying to fix shit.
Okay,
Then
well, do
mute
it,
yourself.
yeah, do it quietly so I can do these intros. I know that's tough for you. Oh, of course. Perfect. He's really blowing it now. We're professionals. Join us every Wednesday night live on YouTube and Twitch, starting at or around 7 o'clock CST. Follow us on your platform of choice and get engaged, get notified, and join the conversation. Get engaged with us because we talk all throughout the show with people in the chats. Special thanks to Skinny Mixes for supporting the Culture Smash Cast. Skinny Mixes are coffee, cocktail, and dessert syrups that are 0 sugar, 0 calorie, and 0 to 2 carbs. Head on over to skinnymixes.com and try some of their delicious drink and dessert syrups, such as the white chocolate, salted dark chocolate, and salted caramel. They also feature a variety of cocktail mixes and water infusions. Spice up your coffee or cocktail with less sugar, calories, and carbs. Use promo code CultureSmash for a 15% discount on your order. Do you say caramel or caramel?
It depends on what my brain decides is right in the moment. I'm both.
with Tina. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, right? Like if it's candy, I would say caramel candy. Or if it's pie, I would say, well,
Caramel pie. Caramel pie.
Maybe.
I say both. I say both.
Context.
Yeah.
It just depends
Yeah.
on context.
Is it pecan or pecan?
I say pecan. It is.
I don't think
It's
I've
pecan.
ever used pecan.
I feel like pecan is only like some deep south shit, right? Like
Yeah.
some deep
Yeah.
Georgia.
Texas.
When I went
Yeah.
to San Antonio, they have a lot of pecan trees, and they, started the tour. They're like, "Where's everybody from?" And I say, "No, Tennessee." And he's doing the tour as we're passing by like this grove or something. And he's like, "And I bet our friend from Tennessee says it as pecan." I was like, "Actually, no, I fucking don't, you racist piece of shit."
Damn. All right. That's what you got. That's what you got to do sometimes. Though you got to set people straight.
Yep.
especially when it comes to the pecan situation, because it's definitely pecan. I agree with you.
Yeah.
All right. What did I just do? I moved my like. Sometimes having multiple monitors is a pain. Like for daily work stuff, it's great, but sometimes like when you're doing something like a live stream, it's a pain in the butt. There we go. That's got it fixed.
What's up, Sydney?
What's up, Sydney? How are you doing? Good to see you in here. Thank you for joining us. We're just debating pecan or pecan before
No,
we
there's no
begin.
debate. We were debating caramel or caramel. We
That's
agreed
true.
that it was pecan.
So what have you guys been up to? Oh wait, look, this is what I've been up to.
That
You
is
see that?
not what you've been up to. You have
I
been
saw.
doing way more than that.
I got a lot to say.
Yeah.
And we'll get to it. But I went
I
and
will say-
got hot chicken today.
I saw that you went to the arcade, and I miss
Mhm.
it so much because that was literally that's where I would go every day for lunch, either like Bamberger or the sushi place or the pizza
Mhm.
place.
So
Yeah.
interestingly, and I'll only talk about this for a second because it is a little inside baseball. But if you're following my TikTok, I did post that video about going there. It's here in downtown Nashville. I went last night because there was an art crawl, and I put some video up from that. But now it's a lot different. Those
Yeah.
things are still there, but they've gutted it and put some nicer restaurants in there, and there's a bar, even a bar in there.
Yeah, I saw the like string lights. I'm like, those are fucking new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
I can't
all
tell you how many
renovated.
times I'd rush down to that Walgreens to like pick up like medicine or something when I was feeling
Oh.
shitty at work though.
Always.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a cool night. I saw a lot of really cool art and met some cool creative people. So that's always that was a point of the video. Is to say, Zach, even if you're not an artist, if you're in the creative space somewhere, it's good to go to these things and just mingle with
You
other
pulled
creators.
that on me with like an hour and a half.
Hey,
After I was like,
only
I'm doing this, I got this going on, this is happening.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I learned it just about that same amount of time, honestly, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go. Let's do it. So if you're listening to this and you really want to know what we're talking about, you should be following my TikTok, the film at the .film .doc.
Yeah.
But anyway, Tina, I feel like I haven't talked to you in a minute. What have you been up to that's interesting?
Yeah. So buying a lot more vinyl.
Huh?
I got
Yeah?
some records. My
Sorry,
brain
I've been-
just went blank.
I've been getting into vinyl too, so I'm interested.
Oh, so I got my birthday was a couple of days ago. So husband got me the Tame
happy
Impala.
B-Day.
Thank you. Husband got me the Tame Impala record that I wanted, the Deadbeat one, which is the tour that they're doing this summer. It's the one that I want to go to, and it's sold out. I got the Last Joe record that I needed. So, yeah, a couple more.
Did you say the Last Joe record?
Yeah, DJO Joe.
Oh, got it. Look, Zach's
Which, if you
brand
don't
new computer's
know-
doing great.
Hang on,
Yeah.
bitch.
Which, if you don't know, is Joe Keery, who plays Steve Harrington from Stranger Things. Fucking love his
all right.
music.
Oh wow, I had no clue.
Yeah. And then as far as movies, I also got the Reanimator deluxe 4K set with cool
Yeah,
little artwork and book.
That box set is beautiful.
Yes. That was on my wish list, and my aunt got it for me.
Is it near you?
No, it's downstairs in our shrine of
Oh,
DVDs.
Lame.
I know.
I got some stuff too, but it's right behind me, so I'll just grab it and show it in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to say you gotta have show and tell.
And then the last
Exactly.
movie we went to go see was Scream. Well, I went to go see was Scream 7, which we can go into that if we want. We were gonna go see Ready or Not 2, but things just didn't work out. So. Oh, and I got to walk around Jackson, Georgia, which is where they filmed a lot of Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Nico and I were trying to get into a fight in the alleyway, and then Evie was like, "No, don't. I'm a team up with Daddy." I'm like, "Nah, I'm not gonna be outnumbered. I've seen that show. Fuck that shit."
That's funny. So, did you guys take some pictures at the locations? I love
A
doing
few,
that.
yeah. I
Yeah.
more so got caught up in like, "Oh man, look at this." stuff. So
Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. Quickly in the chat, Sydney says, "I'm eating, drinking beer, and watching foreign thriller films. I've watched 200 movies in the last 3 months, mostly thrillers and drama. That's a lot of
Yeah,
damn,
movies,
that's a
and
lot of.
that's a lot of
that's,
movies. Oh,
I
and I've
wish I
been writing my
had time
Stranger
to do
Things
that.
fan fiction. That's
Oh
also been
yeah,
taking up a lot of time. I went from the
yeah,
last time I talked to you guys, I was on like chapter 7. I am now on chapter 22. So, and
yeah.
each chapter is like 20 some odd pages. So, I've been busy.
The funniest reference to that Stranger Things fanfic that you're watching was during the Oscar game updates I was getting. I saw a text from you that says basically, "Fuck this! I'm just gonna go write my fan fiction." I'm like, well, all right, but we'll talk about that a little bit more in a
There is
minute.
a reason for this, everyone. I promise. It wasn't just me being like, oh, I got better things to do. No, there's a reason.
I was about to say, if it was good, you shouldn't have to write your fanfic.
So, Zach, anything you have to report?
I
Sir?
bought a new computer.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep,
It was
nice.
it was expensive, but it's good. Honestly, you gonna jump up here?
I
Yes.
know you didn't do much because I wasn't here to like for you
Fancy
to go
ball.
do
Fancy
those
ball.
movie things with.
I watched the Oscars alone, and
Yeah,
Fancy ball.
Marcus joined me for like 30 minutes and then bailed.
yeah, that's from the
So I
Discord
was
chat.
just I
Yeah,
was just in the Discord all alone, just just sitting there like any minute they're gonna join. Anyone's gonna join. I've let everyone know that they could stream it here and we could have a watch party. Nope.
yeah. Then no one shows up. No
Man,
one shows. Yeah,
I should have just had certain intoxicating devices. I should have just done
yeah.
it. But no,
Not
I
the
gotta keep track of the points, keep
not the
everyone
devices.
updated. Um what
So
else
that's a
did I do?
pretty good.
I went and saw Cowboy Bebop the movie with your
Oh,
dumbass.
yeah. That's coming right back from South by Southwest. Watching 19 movies in 7 days. What do? I go see a movie in IMAX and then go to a midnight movie with you.
Actually,
Like
it was
I can't get
midnight
enough.
movie, then the IMAX.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because some people they could have gone to see Project Hail Mary, but you got to go to that film festival. That's a shame. Could have seen it a week early. Shame. Um,
So speaking of early, like when we get to the conversation, I've seen a lot of things early. Not that one, but a lot of other things.
yeah, but
So
I got to see it in 70 millimeter early.
as did I. As did I.
Early?
And
I
I,
don't think so, sir.
well, not early, not early. But I tell you what, I did notice.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about Project Hail Mary yet because I know Tina hasn't seen it, and I know that's going to be a good conversation when her and Nico have watched
we do a
it.
quick
But
thought.
I noticed in the print some pretty big flaws, like in the print. Like that print is
Really?
getting beat up. It's getting beat up. Yeah, it.
Really?
Crystal and I were watching it. It looked like a giant bug crawling across the screen.
So
In one of
that
the.
is so the bug looking across screen, that is dust, and every 20 seconds or so they have a thing that wipes. So dust is normal when it comes to a projection like that.
Yeah,
That's
but
normal.
it was well. No, I'm not saying it wasn't normal. I'm just saying it. That's just part of the beauty that's film. It's so
Living, it's
organic. It's
organic, yeah.
yeah. It's just a different experience every time you go. Um, but it was a big enough piece of dust that I actually noticed it. I'm like, holy shit! Look at that. Just-
Yeah. There was I do remember in my screening, so they have this wipe. It feels like there's two sides of it. It wipes and then goes like this and then goes like that. I feel like one side had like, I don't want to say fingerprints, but definitely like a certain series of smudges
Mhm.
that it would wipe away, and then like a minute later it would come back and you just see it in that one little area. You're like, oh, I guess it wiped again. Um, my quick thoughts on Project Hail Mary. It's great. I think it's kind of being overblown. A lot of people saying it's some masterpiece, and I wouldn't call it that, but it was great. Go see it on 70 millimeter.
Well, it's
Please.
so funny because Zach's like, oh, it's not that big, but he gave it a 4.5 out of 5, as
Yeah, it's
did
great.
I.
It's great. I would probably.
It's
I feel like lowering it to a 4 after 2 weeks.
Nah, it's the movie's fantastic. Everybody should
No,
see it. As
it's
is the book.
great. It's got some It's got some flaws.
Not
Uh,
not not that bad. I mean, there's
no,
nothing.
it's got some flaws, but it's nothing to where I'm like, oh, this is a serious issue. I got these 3 points, and that's kind of it. Um, but I enjoyed it.
We're Yeah, we'll definitely dig into it more in a future episode.
If you haven't seen
Uh,
IMAX, go see an IMAX. This is
so
non-negotiable.
yeah, if you have a IMAX available, it's a different visual experience for sure. There's a lot of things that I feel like that are part of the storytelling that you would lose in a
I don't know
standard
how they're
screening. But I
gonna.
mean,
I don't know how they're gonna do that for the home release, but okay.
I know. All right, let's see real quick. One battle after another. We'll talk about that in just a second because we're going to do a little Oscar recap. Now, I was at the South by Southwest Film Festival I was in Austin for 8 days. And in that time, like I said, I saw 19 movies. It was incredible and oppressive at the same time. Seeing 3 to 4 movies a day every day for that entire week was a lot. Um,
By the end, when you sat down to watch a movie, were you just like, man, I don't want to do this anymore.
you would
I'm
think
tired of
that.
this, Grandpa.
Well,
You
that's
would
too
think
damn
that.
bad.
I think the only thing that I was really ready for was to do it without quite so much peopling. Um, because we were all in Airbnb together. I had a really cool group of people, um, all in this Airbnb. There's 8 of us. Yeah, 8. But it was a big Airbnb. Everybody had their own room and whatever. So at the festival, it was almost like theme park rules. So the lines were long, thousands of people. So yeah, my thing wasn't that I was tired of movies. I just was tired of of being on between each movie, you know. But there was a lot of really cool experiences. The highlight of the whole fucking thing was Steven Spielberg giving the keynote address. Um, they played a reel, like an introduction reel, before he came out, of just a montage of most of his best work, uh, cut to the Jurassic Park theme, and people were openly weeping. Like, and I shed a tear myself because it's like you're sitting there and you're being reminded of all the shit that this guy has done, and in like less than 5 minutes he's about to walk right past you and talk to you for an hour.
And they should have done a
And
highlight reel of like all his bad movies.
well, they included Bridge of Spies in the list. I'm like, why would you show that? Why
Yeah,
would you show that one?
it's not
I'm like,
good.
we didn't need that.
Where's
But
1941? Show 1940.
yeah, that one wasn't in the list.
It
It
wasn't in
wasn't
the
in the
list.
list. No,
Oh,
it wasn't in the video. You can see the entire intro reel. It's on my TikTok. Anybody who's
okay,
not following,
sweet.
yeah, it's there. Um, but he came out and he spoke for an hour. It was podcast style. So there was a guy up there. I guess he does a podcast. I don't remember who it was because I don't. At least I don't listen to him. But like it was incredibly like inspirational and motivating. You know, um, he has those like your filmmaker dad vibes. Like, go do it, son. You got this. Go make a movie. But he did speak a good bit on like having film knowledge, which is something that is big for me. It's like, know your shit. Don't be someone who wants to talk film or make films and only watch things within the last 20 years. It's fucking stupid. So he did speak on that. It was really, really good.
I don't know. Any film that's like 15 years old, too old.
Yeah. So
There's some people out there that actually believe that.
there are. So I'll give you a little rundown on what I saw because a lot of it I saw early stuff that's going to be coming out later. Um, let's see. Um, Things that'll stand out. Some of these are stuff you wouldn't have even heard of yet. But I saw this movie Normal, has Bob Odenkirk in it. That's coming out soon-ish, I think.
It's not Nobody
Nobody.
sequel.
Yeah.
It's not, but it looks it looks like
Yeah,
it.
it it was cool to see it early, I guess, and it was the only movie at the entirety of South by Southwest that was on a film print. So I had to go. It's directed by Ben Wheatley, who's done one movie that I like. He's done Sightseers. I really love that, and you guys have seen it. I love that movie. But yeah, it literally just feels like Nobody without the Nobody name. It's just more shooting than it is punching. But there's some punching too.
Did the film
Um,
print look good at least?
the film print looked great. It
Okay.
looked great, but the cinematography was just whatever. It wasn't. It wasn't anything that'll stand out. Um, so this movie, one of the ones I wanted to bring to your attention because Tina, you're gonna fucking love this movie. It's called Over Your Dead Body,
Hmm.
and it has Jason Segel in it and Samara Weaving.
Okay.
And the best way I can describe it is, what if you had War of the Roses except really fucking violent, like really violent. I mean, brutal. That's what this movie is. It's actually really funny and has some really good. It has some shitty CG, but also some really great practical gore
When you
effects in
say
it.
War of the Roses, do you mean the historical War of the Roses, or do you mean the film War of the Roses?
I mean the film War of the
Okay,
Roses.
because I was
I mean
thinking,
the
like, my
film.
mind went to like historical drama.
No. I mean the film. I mean the Kathleen Turner film,
Okay,
War of the Roses, or the remake that they just had last year, The Roses. It's like, um, without spoiling, it's a couple
yeah.
that hate each other and they want to kill each other. Basically, there's a lot more to it than that, but it was really fucking fun. I think you're gonna love it. I think Zach's gonna bitch and moan about it because it's comedy. But you know what's interesting to me
Hey,
is,
is it well written comedy?
yeah, because it's not slapstick.
It's some
It's
improv.
I don't. There might be a little improv in there because Jason Segel and this
Well,
guy is,
the
you know.
comedies I don't like the most are when you can clearly see that the actors took over the film and it's just mainly improv. It's not writing anymore. It's just say
See, I
something funny.
I don't mind improv if it's funny.
I
I
don't
don't.
mind
I'm
improv
fine with it.
if it's funny too, but the films that do it well, and the films that don't do it well are the ones I hate.
This is what's interesting about Samara Weaving is she's fun. You know, she's fun in the Ready or Not movies. But I really had a great time with her in this movie because they let her use her accent, and I felt like it just loosened her up as an actor. Like she wasn't watching it, maintaining that accent. She just got to be herself. And that actually leads to some pretty funny stuff in it too. But I think that's something you guys should keep on the radar because it's super fun. I had a really
Okay.
good time with it. I also got to see They Will Kill You Early, which is opening this weekend limited, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I hated it. I did not like it. I fucking like it made me mad. It has
70% right now on Rotten Tomatoes.
right. So it's sort of somewhere between uh The Raid and John Wick. Um, but all the action is coded in really ugly, shitty CGI. And the director is French. And I'm just wondering if this is a Stoker situation. If you guys have seen Park Chan Wook's movie Stoker, I like that movie, but the performances are very wooden. And later, I think I had heard somewhere that may have been partially due to the language barrier. And I'm wondering
Mm.
if that's what happened with this movie too, because it has Zazie Beetz and Patricia Arquette. I don't know about Zazie Beetz acting, um, but she's fine. She's probably the best person in this movie. Patricia Arquette is fucking awful, like terrible, really bad. And I have liked her in things. The highlight of the movie was the fact that Patricia Arquette was there, and I got to see her at the festival. And I'm gonna post a big blowout like photo montage over on my Instagram so you guys can see it. But yeah, it was super cool for her to show up and talk about the movie and talk about how great it was. And I'm like, was it great? I don't know. But anyway, that one's coming out this week and 70% of Rotten Tomatoes, my ass.
Dude, body cam, like That's a film everyone in our room hated, and it's like 80 some percent. It's like, wow, okay.
It's like, what is happening?
I mean that
All
that
right,
is a garbage movie.
talking about a movie that's fucking great that I saw is Obsession. That one's coming out. It's coming out soon, right, Zach? In the
Yeah, just
next
a few
month or
weeks.
just a few weeks. Um,
Or well, I
the
think in
trailer.
May or April, like late
I,
April. Within
I
the
know
next
it's
5 to 6 weeks.
yeah, I know it's soon. That movie lives up to the hype, and the trailers are pretty well done. Um, it's a fucking bloody good time. It's really fun. It's yeah, that'll be the one you get the babysitter for, Tina, because that movie, it the only thing I'll say, and you can see it in the trailer a little bit, is it's based on a very familiar trope of storytelling, but it pays off.
Okay.
It got like I think the initial pass got an NC-17, and they had to trim some stuff out. So
Yeah, the director said there was too many head bashes in the scene. They had to cut like
yeah,
7 of them out.
and there's plenty left. There's fucking plenty left. Okay, let's see. So I also saw Hokum. Hokum is coming out this summer. It's a follow up from the director of Obsession. I'm not Obsession. The follow up of
I was like, wow, that was quick.
no. The follow. Yeah, I was looking at my list. It's a follow up from shit. Now I'm drawing a blank on it. The movie I showed you guys in the 12 hours last year that Zach hated because he's a little bitch.
Oh, Oddity.
The Oddity. Yeah, same director.
Look, I
I
wish
hated
I liked that movie. Okay, I don't want to
Oddity.
be that
Oddity's
guy,
great.
but
Oddity's. You liked that one, didn't you, Tina? Oddity.
Yeah, I like Oddity.
So Hokum stars Adam Scott, if you know him from Severance, and I hated it. It's an hour and a half of jump scares with very little story, and it's one of those things where you ever seen a movie? I asked this of Zach, Tina, I asked this of you, where the jump scares seem in the editing like the timing is just a little off. Like
Yeah.
they don't hit exactly when they probably should have to actually scare you. That's the way this entire film felt. Probably 90% of the jump scares don't work. There's a couple that are really good, and the rest just don't work. And there's a
Mm.
shit ton of them. And that's it could just be called jump scare the movie. Um, I hated Adam Scott in the movie. His character sucks. His acting was okay, but I'll be interested to see what other people think when it comes out. But it was kind of mixed bag in our PR crew. About half liked it, half did not like it. Um, I saw a lot of other smaller independent movies. I won't even mention those. You said that what was it that Fruits movies coming out this week? Zach, is that what you said?
there's
Something
an
Fruits.
AI movie and they will kill you.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what fruits?
I'll find it in the list because you
Oh,
literally said the
forbidden
name.
fruits.
Forbidden Fruits. I saw Forbidden Fruits. I didn't like it very much. Um,
Yeah, it comes
some
out
people,
apparently via IFC, so not expecting it to be a
yeah,
wide release, but
yeah, it'll get a limited release. I thought it wasn't good. I will not be recommending that one. The worst movie of the festival though was this movie called Cinder, and it's about a woman who just
oh no,
yeah
another movie
another
called
Cinder
The
movie, right?
Cinder that
This
is
yeah
bad. Oh no.
yeah. This one is about a woman who just starts getting random packages that are personal. Like whoever's sending them seems to know more about her than they should. And there's just tons and tons of them. And that sounds really cool to me. Unfortunately, the movie is just up its own ass. Like I don't know anybody who liked it. It has Jamie Lee Curtis in it for a brief minute, like she's doing a favor, but I didn't really know. Oh, and David Dismalchian is in it, if you know who that is, and Britt Lauer. It's fucking bad. I think it's the only movie I was angry storming out of. Uh, a movie
So
to be
you
on
would
the
say
look.
it needed to be returned to its cinder?
Exactly. Fucking definitely return it to its sender. A really great fucking horror movie though that I saw is called Leviticus, and I'm not sure when that one's coming out. So, Zach, if you want to look for that real quick and see if you can find it. Um, it's the two teenage boys must escape a violent entity
We
that
gotta wait
takes
till June for that one,
yeah
mid-June.
June 19th.
yeah it takes the form of the person they desire most, which is each
Your
other.
mom.
Right? Yeah.
Is that
So
so it's a succubus?
right. It's fucking fantastic, and it's scary, it's atmospheric, and it also has a lot of social commentary in there, because clearly it falls, fully into the LGBTQ plus community. But it's so good. It's so good. That's probably a top three of the whole thing for me. Power Ballad is a movie your mom's gonna like. Everybody's mom's gonna fucking like that movie.
My mom won't.
It Well, your mom won't.
She
It
did.
has right. It has Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas in it. I'm not sure when that one's coming out, but it's about Paul Rudd is it's from the I was excited for it because it's written and directed by the same guy who wrote and directed Sing Street, which is a movie I absolutely love. But this is a polished Hollywoodized version of his storytelling, so it's fine. I think I gave it a 2.5, which is not fine for me. That's kind of a like I don't like you score, but for a lot of people, it's going to be really good. Paul Rudd is a musician who skipped stardom to go get married to a woman, and Nick Jonas is a musician who's exited a boy band and is trying to find his own voice, and the two of them meet up at a wedding, and it becomes a whole thing about making music. It's cute. It's whatever. Your mom's gonna like that fucking movie. That's what that's about. There's a movie called I Love Boosters. That's from the same director as Sorry to Bother You. So I was fucking hype as hell because I love Sorry to Bother You. This movie is. Some people really liked it. I think it's a fucking mess. I think it's. And a booster is someone who steals clothes and resells them on the street, basically. It has a lot it wants to say, but it's a big old mess. It's not good. Pretty Lethal is a shitty, low budget, bad action movie, but for girls. That's the conversation that we had watching it. It's about these ballerinas that get stranded in a small town and basically inside a bar, and they have to fight their way out. It's like that setup seems great, but the movie's just not good. But a lot of people were talking about how it's great for girls to get an action movie and not have to rely on a male character, and I think that's great. Everybody should get to have their own shitty action movie, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
One of the most fun things was Family Movie. It's not great, but it is fun. It is directed by Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick, and it stars both of them and their kids, and it looks like an SOV, like a shot on video horror movie. Like it's really cheap. I had a good time with it. It's not great, but they were really fun to watch. And I'm not gonna lie, I probably had a better time with it because they were there and they were super nice to everybody. At one point, you can see it in one of my TikToks. I was out in the hallway in front of the theater making TikToks right beside the two of them making TikToks for their channel. So they were just like in the midst of everything like they are. So it was really cool. Let's see. Anything else that's worth mentioning? I saw Ready or Not 2. That was the opening night movie, so I had seen it about a week early. I think it's fine. Like, there's a good time to be had. But it's.
I mean, honestly, I'm mostly going for Samara Weaving and to see if I can stomach Catherine Newton, because the last couple of things she's been in, I haven't been able to stick with her.
The two of them together are the absolute best part of the movie.
Okay.
All the best moments are happening between the two of them and the chemistry they have playing sisters. It's fun. Elijah Wood is the only character of note outside of them, and that's the big problem, is you kind of forget about everybody else. Like, it's an expanded universe story, but the rest of the characters are kind of just like whatever. But there's a lot of blood. It's gory, and some of it's real and some of it's not. And the real stuff looks pretty
Good.
cool. So I think I gave it like a 3.5. So I mean, I think it's a decent time. It's fine.
Okay.
Anything else that stood out? Because there was literally so much. Probably what's going to be one of my favorite movies, if not my favorite movie of the festival. And this is weird for me. It's kind of a romantic comedy. It's called Wishful Thinking, and it stars Maya Hawke.
Oh yeah, I saw you posted.
And Lewis Pullman. Let's see. It's follows a volatile couple who discovers their emotional state has a supernatural consequence on the world around them. And you know what's funny about that? Zach, does that story sound any bit familiar to you?
Yeah.
Does it remind you of something we did like a long time ago? Yeah, it's a lot like that. I was like, holy shit, this is like the short film, like Power. And literally these two, if they're mad at each other, shit goes awry in the world. If they're in love with each other, shit goes better. And it's fascinating. It's a fun little movie. I loved it a lot, and it's normally not my jam, but it might very well be my number one of the festival. It's just that good, and it's the way it's shot is very indie and kind of fun in that way. But I think that's about it. And I got to go to a writing session with the writer of The Black Phone and Black Phone 2 and Sinister.
You got to see Robert Cargill?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, he was very cool. I think those movies are not my favorite, but again, it was another very inspirational thing, and he gave us a lot of technique stuff for writing, so that was super cool. And literally there was 30, 40 people in there, so it was like going to a regular classroom meeting. So it was very kind of intimate. So that's my monopolizing of the show with all the South by Southwest stuff, but there's just a lot, and a lot of really cool stuff coming up in the next 2-3 months to look forward to. All right, so let's do the box office. Who wants to do it? You guys have it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Perfect. I was hoping you'd say that.
Fancy butthole.
Not the fancy butthole.
All right, y'all get to see what happens when I try to video game.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Number 10 this week was Wuthering Heights. It brought in $496,000, which total gross is $83.3 million. Number 9 was The Pout Pout Fish. It brought in $1.3 million in its opening weekend.
Can we talk about this real quick, or should we talk about let's talk about it when you do Film Ball. Let's do that.
Fuck up. Continue.
Number 8 is Undertone. It brought in $3 million this weekend, which brings its total gross to $15.2 million.
Undertone, more like underwhelming.
Yeah. I had a good time.
Number 7 is Goat. It brought in $3.4 million. Its total now is $97.4 million.
It's a fun little movie.
Number 6 is Scream 7. Brought in $4.3 million. Its total is $114.5 million, which is not a bad total, but the movie is kind of shit.
I was going to ask you.
Yeah, I walked out, like, I think I texted you guys when I got out. I was like, it's okay. And I was like, 3 out of 5. And then as I sat with it, I'm like, fuck that.
That's why you got to let it sit before you just give your rating.
I didn't rate it on Letterboxd until after it sat with me. I think I gave it a 2.5.
Didn't Nathan come in and say he liked it or something?
Yeah, Nathan was like, "Oh my god, it's so good."
Yeah, he likes everything though.
Yeah, the reason why it soured with me was spoilers. The ending, the ghost facers. It's like, the fuck.
Yeah. I've heard a few things. I'll see it eventually.
I told you a few things.
Yeah.
My favorite, I like seeing the TikToks where it's people mocking it, and it's using the sound clip from Avengers Endgame where it's Scarlet Witch talking to Thanos. You ruined my life. And he's like, I don't
I don't
even
even
know who
know
you
who you
are.
are.
But
Ghostface will
yeah.
return in Avengers Doomsday.
That's
Yeah, I
funny.
knew that they were either going to go one of two ways with Stu, and they went the
Hmm.
wrong way. So, but yeah,
I
um,
just I'll see it when I can bootleg it or something, and I'm not even gonna
yeah,
play
I
about that
wouldn't pay
because,
money for it,
well,
especially
I
now
just
since
can't.
I won't be getting any money for it. So,
Yeah, well, I can't support it for the other political reasons. I'm just like, fuck this.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I didn't find out about that until afterwards because I just didn't
yeah.
keep up with that kind of news. But yeah, number 5 is Reminders of Him. Brought in $8 million. Its total gross over 2 weekends is $33.1 million. Opening last weekend was Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. Brought in $9 million. Surprisingly, number 3 is Durandar, The Revenge. Opening. It brought in $10 million.
It's a
Look,
Bollywood movie.
It is.
sometimes Bollywood people need their fix.
Yeah, no,
That's right.
it's a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Um, Number 2 is Hoppers, brought in $17.8 million. Its total gross is $120.1 million.
I
I
still need to
really
see Hoppers.
I really just need to point out one quick thing about Durandar. Its
Yeah.
runtime is 3 hours and 50 minutes,
Oh Jesus!
and it grows
No,
and it grossed 10 million. That's impressive for a film that's
that
only
is
Wild.
4
impressive, but
hours.
no,
Yeah,
no.
that's a. I mean, I would say no, but then again, I went and saw Kill Bill Whole Bloody Affair that was 4 plus. So
Exactly. Yeah, but this is like almost 4 hours straight of subtitles. It's a
Yeah,
there's an
lot of.
intermission. There's an
Oh well,
intermission.
if it's built in, then fine, maybe.
yeah. If there's
Yeah,
a built-in break, then yeah, okay, cool. But four
yeah,
hours
If there
straight,
was no
nah.
intermission, that's a hard line, though.
Yeah,
it is.
I think 3.5 is probably my longest. Like, there's the line of what
Yeah,
I'm willing to do without an intermission. I'm going to be pissed, but it's what I'm willing to do.
yeah.
yeah.
And number 1 opening new this weekend was Project Hail Mary. It brought in $80.5 million.
It's good money.
Yeah, a couple notes that
Yeah, it
stand
wasn't
out to
bad.
me. Yeah, I mean it's a good start. I had high hopes for it, obviously, in film ball, but the things that stand out, Ready or Not 2 debuting so low is surprising
Yeah,
because the first movie has a pretty aggressive fan base. There's a
Mhm.
lot of
yeah,
people, including me, that love that movie. And the early word on the second one is that it's pretty good. So I don't.
yeah.
I'm shocked at how low it opened. It's
I
kind of
have to
wild to
wonder if
me.
it's just the scattering of everything else that was opening. Because you
Maybe
got
or
it,
the.
it opened up against Project Hail Mary, and
Mhm.
I've even forgotten some of the others that we just went over.
Well,
But it's like some people have
really.
to pick and choose. So we'll see in the following weeks if the number maintains or even
Hmm.
grows, then people were just deciding which movie to go see. But if it
Yeah,
drops, then it's like, oh, something's come out about this movie that's hurting it. So
yeah. Weird to me. On the other side though, I love to see how much money Project Hail Mary made because I just wish that Hollywood would take some notes here because it's not an existing IP. It is
yeah,
based on a book, but it's based on a science fiction book. This
See,
is not
that's
your
what's funny to
like.
me. People are saying an original film. I'm like, it's based on a book. It's an
yeah.
adaptation.
It's
I'm
an
sorry, you don't get
yeah.
original.
It's an
Yeah.
adapted screenplay, guys.
Yeah, you don't get original. I'm not
Hmm.
giving you that point as much as I would like, but nope.
Well, and I think its context is important because when they say original, I think original as far as IP, as far as theatrical. But
It's
yeah,
not
it's
Scream.
it's
It's not. Yeah,
yeah, it's not a Marvel movie. It's not Top Gun Part 4 or whatever the fuck. It's its own thing.
So is
And
F1 an original film?
yeah,
Even though it's based on the existing IP of F1 racing?
it's not F1 racing. I mean, so if we do that, then the Deer Hunter's not an original film because they go hunting. I mean, you can't do
yeah,
that.
No, if you were to do the same thing but call it NASCAR, would that be original?
Yeah,
yeah. If the
because
story has not been written before, it is original.
yeah, you can't knock it because it's centered around a sport. Because then all of a sudden, any given Sunday is not original, or
Well,
Rudy's not original because football. You
well,
know,
Rudy is a adaptation of a based on a true story.
but you get my point though. Is just naming it F1. It's the story is new. It was a new script. Yeah.
I
But
guess.
I do get the complaining that that Project Hail Mary is adapted from a book. But
I would
is
say
it?
I'm almost getting turned off of how many people are just hyping up the film to this grandiose level, and I'm like, guys, ho- hold on, it's good. It's not perfect
Well,
masterpiece level.
but I think you got to give it some space because people are hyping it because how often? Yeah, right. So how often are we getting an original, as far as original story, that's not an IP, that's not a sequel, that's not a remake, and it's big? You know, we don't
All
get
right,
big space movies
Durandar.
domestically.
Okay,
Durandar is,
okay,
sir. No,
Hoppers.
it's not. Hopper's an animated movie for kids.
It is an original film. It is not based upon anything.
You're just being a curmudgeon at this point, because what we're talking about is something on the level of like a
Whistle.
Star Wars movie, or
Whistle was an original film. Nobody went and saw it.
that is a horror movie. Um,
Oh, so now we have quantifiers. We gotta. Oh, we can't have horror. Oh, we can't have sci-fi. Oh, it has to be
no, we
this.
can't. We can. No, I'm talking about a big budget, big epic crowd pleaser. We don't get them that aren't part of a franchise that often
Yeah.
these days. We just don't.
Sinners.
Not an R. That is not a crowd pleaser. For you don't take your kids to that movie. It's R rated, sir.
It's not a crowd pleaser. Okay.
You're just being an asshole at this point because
No,
you
I'm
you
just
know
like,
the difference. No, you know the difference. You know the difference. It's we're talking about probably the same thing the Spielberg movie is going to be later. And honestly, that's what's so fascinating about this year is we've got blockbusters again this year in mass, because we have uh this movie, then we have Disclosure Day. I don't think the Odyssey counts. Nolan movies are different. They're different. You're not going to
yeah,
take your kids to the
Nolan almost
Odyssey.
has his own brand, but
Yeah,
anyways, it's based on a book, The Odyssey.
yeah. And even Dune is kind of different.
Well, Dune's based
Um,
on a book. It is.
well, no, I mean as far as fitting that big crowd pleaser, big family event movie, blah blah blah. Um, Spider-Man is going to be that, and the Avengers movie is going to be that. But then we're back into IP, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. That's why everybody's losing their mind over this movie, because for so many people, it feels like the story came out of nowhere. And I just think that that's really cool. But will we get more like this? I don't know. If they try to
I
make
mean,
a sequel to this movie, I'll be pissed.
I was about to say, isn't this like Amazon's biggest, like MGM's biggest success ever, or in
Yeah,
like the past 15 years or something?
I think so. And they spent a lot of money on this movie too.
100 million.
Uh, yeah,
My
but
thing is,
actually,
I want this to encourage producers to look more into the literary world.
You know,
So
you think they don't? You think they
they
don't though?
do, but a lot of times the movies that they want to adapt end up dead on the floor because there's not much backing or interest from.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It's like,
well,
That
no,
happens a lot.
look, Project Hail Mary did good. Do more.
yeah, that's
Hmm.
cool and all, but like, what if we spent $75 million on the Melania documentary?
No, yeah.
That's.
Mm.
I watched it.
Why?
I forgot to say
I,
that. I watched it in the past week and a half.
that is your problem, sir.
That,
That is
no, no,
your
no.
that
mistake.
was your life decision
No,
to make.
I wanted to
Mhm.
see, like, is it actually bad or are people being political? No, it's
It's
fucking awful. It's genuinely like, I'm watching it. I'm like, we're taking our politics and we're putting them aside. We're going to watch this as
What
a
did you
documentary.
expect?
And I was like, holy shit, it's fucking terrible. It's so bad. Like,
I'm
it's
glad you did. I will
boring.
never. I will never.
no.
That
Like,
will never happen.
I'm glad I did just so I could like have an opinion, so I could be objective about it. But like, it's not people being exaggerating or being biased. No, it's just fucking bad. So, $75
All right.
million. I just really want to point out that's 3/4 of the price of Project Hail Mary
That's true.
on a
Well,
fucking documentary.
and that documentary probably cost, a couple million to make. That's just money.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm
2
sorry.
million.
That movie is laundered money. I
It
don't
is-
care.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
say
it is 100%
Clearly,
just them moving money around.
yes.
But
Mhm.
like, there's a lot of
Clearly.
stories that I've thought for years would make really good movies, wouldn't cost terribly much to make in relative terms. That I think would do really well just based on how good the story is, but we never see those hit the big screen. So I'm hoping
Agreed.
this will encourage investors and the people who throw money at movies to give more adapted screenplays a shot.
Yeah, but we
I
gotta
am
get
ex-
the 4 quadrants. And
I mean, that's
if your
true.
film, and
It's true.
say what you will, but Project Hail Mary is a 4-quadrant film. It's
It
the
is.
safe bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Let's
probably why I got
see.
greenlit.
What else are we doing? Let's talk about this film ball real quick.
All
since
right.
We're
So in the
on
Discord
this.
game, first Discord game, in fourth place is JR with $20.3 million. In third place is Steven with $144.6 million.
Let's go.
In second place is Kevin with $180.2 million. And in first place is Adam with $353.6 million.
I mean, that's a pretty tight game mostly. Adam is quite a bit ahead.
Yeah. There's from first place to second place, there's $173.3 million difference, but second and third are relatively close. There's only like 35.5 million separating them.
Nice.
In the other Discord game, in fourth place is Samantha with $23.6 million. In third place is Nick with $66.6 million. In second place is Marcus with $217 million. And in first place is Steven with $334.8 million.
I'm going to destroy.
Yeah, again, over $100 million separating 1 and 2, and $150 million separating 2 and 3.
I'm going to destroy in that game, though. I have so many movies.
You want to talk about a tight game.
Let's
is
go.
our game.
All right.
In fifth place is Zach with $57.2 million.
It's okay. I'm starting out slow.
And can we talk about this?
Damn it! God damn it!
So I was doing box office earlier in the week for the cinemanook.com, and I was like, wait, the Pout Pout Fish had a $500,000 opening, and so my initial thought was to go and troll one of the guys on TikTok who has that movie. What I love though is Tina is in that group chat. And then what do I see in this stream group chat? Go ahead, Tina.
Hold on, let me pull up the text thread because I have to read it how I intended to write it. Okay. Zach, I need you to know you paid $6 for Pout Pout Fish. Steven, tell Zach how much it opened to. Zach, fuck. Steven, it had a huge 500K weekend. Laughing emoji. That is all. Continue with your day.
I don't want to host this show no more. I don't want to host this show no more.
Like, the fact that Tina's immediate response at hearing that was to go troll Zach just made my fucking day.
Okay. It was great.
That's it.
Well, I mean, I had to get in a couple of shots because you guys trolled me so hard during the Oscar game. Rightfully so. But, all right. So, Zach, you're in fifth place with $57.2 million. In fourth place is me with $115.3 million. In third place is Nathan with $148.1 million. Second place is Steven with $174.6 million. And Nico is in first place with $197.5 million. The
Damn, this game
biggest
is tight.
the biggest jump is from fifth to fourth with $58 million difference.
Don't
Yeah,
worry, Zach. You got
uh,
that 500K.
we're
You
tight.
got
You know
that.
what? If I
Yeah.
win by 500K, you can suck my pout pout dick. Okay, like
Is that what TJ calls it?
I can't see y'all, so you can't hurt me.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This
I mean,
is the
Zach,
best part of my
you
day.
do still have Breadwinner, Honey Matthew Nichols, I Was a Stranger, and Michael. Michael is
Michael's gonna bring
your
it
Hail
back.
Mary.
We're gonna have
You're
that motherfucker bring it back.
you're fucked. Your game is
I
already gone.
I have Yumi and Tuscany and Night Patrol left. That's it. So I'm almost done. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Steven, you dick. You still have about 2 more weeks of Hoppers, and you got Project Hail Mary. You also have 4 kids walk into a bank in The Bride.
Hey. All right. See.
Nico still has The Testament of Anne Lee, The Moment, and Reminders of Him. So he's
Wait.
almost done.
How does he have the Testament of Anne Lee? Isn't that over already?
Then I need to block that out. But yeah, he's pretty much done. Yeah, he's pretty much done.
That fucking movie. It was fucking awful. I fucking hated it.
It was really bad. Yeah. So I'm gonna overtake him.
Yeah. And then Nathan still has All the Money for Ready or Not 2, Othello, The Drama, and Super Mario Galaxy. So
yeah, he's probably gonna win based off Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
Unless people just say fuck that movie because the first one actually wasn't good.
Yeah, they're not going to because it's a fucking kids movie.
It's true. Yeah, damn it. That's annoying. All right, so really quick, because we've been at this for a while. We need we'll just skip the story. Let's talk about the Oscars real quick. I
can sum up the story. OpenAI is shutting down Sora AI, so all the deals that it had, like with Disney and shit, are kaput, which means Google is now going to have a monopoly on AI video generation. Yay!
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I actually think this is going to start a trend because consistently across all the AI companies, video generation is ridiculously expensive and not profitable. What I see that's happening with the Sora team is they're being repurposed to work on open worlds and robotics, which I think is better suited thing for AI. It's where AI should be. The only problem is OpenAI has turned into a shit company because they're going to build weapons for the government, and that's why I'll be moving to Claude soon.
Sydney has something to say. He says all screen movies sucks.
That is untrue.
That is factually untrue.
That is factually untrue.
If you
the
said
first
all
one
screen
is great.
movies after one suck, I'd be like, okay. We got an argument here.
Yeah, I can get with that because the first one's great. The rest of them, I could take or leave. Even the ones people like, I could take or leave them. All right. Yeah, so really, it's there is a bigger discussion to be had about this in the creative world and that kind of thing. But yeah, for me, I'm happy. I'm happy to see.
Yeah, no. When I read it, I was like, good, because my opinion is fuck AI.
Yeah,
especially AI that takes out that uses IPs and likenesses and stuff like that in a very awful way. Like hell, there's Joe Keery. There's a Joe Keery fan who was using a lot of AI to make photos of her giving birth to his child, like them in the fucking hospital. Like, it's creepy. And it's like,
yeah, that's gross. And there's the Grok AI has been used for photo generation of some really terrible stuff.
Yeah, like
so this underage people naked Yeah. So yeah, we got to see all this stuff get roped
Oh,
in.
see, Sydney,
And
now I,
Sydney's,
I can't take you seriously at all.
yeah, you just
Now
put
you're
up a
just
big
trolling.
red flag. Yeah. Not that Midsommar sucks also.
I mean, director's cut's better, but I'm not gonna say the theatrical
It's
cuts
the
suck.
difference between 4 and 4.5. I mean, they're both great. They're both great. All right, so we play an Oscar game here, and we don't talk about the film ball rules because we talk about it so much, but the Oscar game rules are similar, except we had to pick the movies we thought were. We had to pick winners for each category, and then we had to spend points out of 100 on the ones we were the most confident over. And fortunately, Zach live streamed it and was keeping up with everybody's totals, so I was able to jump in and see. And that's when I laughed because Tina was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna
Okay,
go write my
listen.
fan fiction."
Listen. I did not have the time or the energy to do what I did last year and research and do what I do best, statistics and predictability and that kind of thing. So I just totally did my voting off of vibes. And one of my
Yeah.
favorite things
How'd that work
was
out?
one of my favorite things was one of the very early updates from Zach was it had Nico at 14 points and I'm at 18 points. And I go, hey, look at that. I'm beating Nico. So far, my vibes are better than his vibes. Immediately,
Famous last words.
the next update was Nico jumps almost 10 points ahead of me. I go, no, my vibes.
Not the vibes. Well, I was freaking out through the first half of the updates because Nathan was killing it. I'm
I was
like,
about to
what
say,
is
Yeah.
happening?
Did a killer ass game. Like the whole time, I'm like, I can't even be mad. I just gotta respect it at this point. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, I came in on the back half of that and started gaining ground on him. And I'm guessing it's the mid tier movies that helped me,
Yeah.
score wise.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but
He did a lot of like everyone's going for the obvious one, and he did like the outlier. And it's like, all right, well, you're no longer gonna get that. But towards the end, we were all choosing like you, me, and Steven were all choosing that. Nathan, Steven, and me, I,
mm,
English, were choosing the same picks, and I was looking like maybe there's a chance. I looked at it, and I'm like, I'm fucked. But I'm not gonna say that. But I'm not going to say that because I don't want to interfere. But
And then-
I knew, like, by the last 5, I was like, I'm toast.
Nathan, or not Nathan, Zach tries to troll me by going, you do know this isn't golf score numbers, right? In which I go, oh, I thought we were trying to get as close to your IQ as possible. My bad, instructions unclear.
Boom.
Well, you
Yes.
came in last place, asshole.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
coming.
no,
I was.
my other favorite was, what was it, Nico, who was like, Tina, join us in the 100 club. And I go, no. My final score was 96.
Damn. Damn.
Last
That's
year,
something.
I won with 200 and some odd points.
So did you
Crazy.
watch it live, or was it just me watching it live?
Oh no, I was like, oh no, there's no fucking hope for me. I'm just gonna watch Stranger Things and clicky clap.
So you were watching it, then you're like, screw this, and turned it off.
No, I was going solely off of your updates.
Oh, okay. I was
Because
just curious.
your updates started coming as we were doing like bedtime for Evie and whatnot. So
The I guess the real
What about you,
sort
Steven?
of.
Did you watch it live?
I didn't. I was going in and out of events at South by and just checking your updates and laughing while I was in line for stuff, which was great. Yeah, which was great. The two biggest surprises I think were in the actor and supporting actors categories.
Supporting actress was. I was so happy to lose in this case. It was
yeah,
Amy
same,
Madigan
same.
for weapons. It was like, yes, I will
Yeah,
take
it's like-
I will take the L so happily.
yeah, she
Oh,
was
yeah.
the only other one I was like, okay, if my pick doesn't win, it better be Amy Madigan. So
Yeah, same. And then Michael B. Jordan winning in Best Actor. I think
yes,
it was very back and forth, and it's funny because I was really happy he won, even though I didn't choose him, because the more I sit with Marty Supreme, the less I like it, and I don't know
well, that
why.
and Timothy Chalamet has I've hardly ever liked him in anything that he's been in. I
Just
just
keep his
have
fucking
gotten a
mouth
bad feeling
shut.
from him, and I'm so glad to know my bad
Mm.
feeling was spot the fuck on.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
So,
know it didn't affect the voting because voting was done, but like his comment on like fuck opera and fuck ballet,
mhm.
and then
yeah,
but he has the gall to then be like, Dune is this next generation Star Wars. What is Star Wars? The space opera.
Yeah,
yeah. Look at his. I
exactly.
think his mom or his sister, both of them, are ballet dancers. Like
Yeah, they're both
Oh
in that.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's literally snubbing the people who
fuck
he
ballet,
loves.
fuck opera. That's right. You should watch my film about table tennis. Who the fuck plays table tennis?
Right.
Like,
And
That
fucking
I
honestly,
haven't liked him
please.
it's
since he did a lot of like when he hosted SNL one time he did an anti-Palestinian joke. Um he is known to be very ableist. He he helped break a man's sobriety. This one guy was sober for 30 years, and Timothy Chalamet helped pull a prank to break his sobriety. And I'm
what the
like,
hell?
fuck you.
I've never
Yeah,
heard
he's a
that.
shit person. Yeah. Um,
Wow.
that was like 2 or 3 years ago, I want to say. But yeah, it's like just something about him always just irked me. Kind of like how something about what's her face? What's her face? Euphoria girl with the tits.
Zendaya, Sydney
No,
Sweeney.
Sweeney. I
Sydney
can't stand
Sweeney?
her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can't
she's
stand her.
she's problematic. She's problematic, but keeps getting work, which is
Yeah.
annoying. It's annoying. All right, you guys. I think I'm gonna troll Zach with trailers next week,
Oh, God.
because we've been going for a while. So Tina,
Yeah.
hopefully you can come back for that because it will be very fun to do
But
that.
who
Oh, I
won
will
Sinners is
Best
always
a
be
Picture?
available.
Sinners is a 3 out of 5. What the hell? How dare
Sydney,
you?
See, yeah,
have
Sydney's
you been
just
taking
trolling
your
at this point.
medicine? You need to take your medicine, dude.
Exactly.
Um,
You need to get.
but who won Best Picture this year?
Who did win Best Picture this year?
One battle
Go
after
on.
another.
That's right. It was one
Yeah.
battle after another. Everybody with half a brain could see it was going to be one
R.I.P.
battle.
Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is a piece of shit. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
Chuck
memes.
Norris is.
R.I.P. Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but the memes.
I mean,
they were classic.
I don't wish death on anybody, but he was a piece of shit person. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's funny to me because to me Chuck Norris is just a meme. The real I separate him like the jokes made about him from the person.
Mm-hmm.
So when everyone's like,
It's
"Oh no, Chuck Norris died," it's like, "Oh, I guess it's
it's
the
so
end of
funny
the joke."
because Zach posted it. I think it was Zach posted it. It's like, oh no, Chuck Norris died, and my response was just meh.
Yeah. And it's funny because Chuck Norris in the 80s, late 70s and 80s did like sort of the more B grade action movies. But I enjoy some of those. I think they're fun. But yeah, as a person, he's just mm-mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so if you want to pick up some movies this week, this is your week for classic cinema, really. There's a lot of good stuff, but the ones that I picked for this list are Killers of the Flower Moon is out on a 4K. That is a modern film, obviously not classic, but a lot of people were like, oh, it's never coming to 4K. I'm like, it's coming to 4K. You just got to be
Well,
patient.
those people
Zach.
saying it's never coming to 4K, you know, they've been wrong before. They're not me.
Yeah.
But
Mm. So Red Sonja is out in a 4K limited edition. I don't know why this movie keeps getting reissued. It's not that great, but it came out in a regular edition and now it's out in a limited edition. A Bridge Too Far is a classic coming out in 4K. Uncommon Valor also a classic in 4K. Hail Caesar is not one of the Coen brothers' best works, but if you're a
isn't it
completist,
the Coen
there it
brothers'
is.
last works before they split?
It might have been.
Yeah,
It might have
that was
been.
their last film before they split. So,
Ugh, ugh. Well, they need to get back together because the stuff that they're doing
boy,
separate
they
has
really
just been.
do. They really do.
It's one of those situations where they rein each other in a way, because both of them have been directing subpar stuff. Hail Caesar, I don't know, maybe that was a turning point because it's not good. It's beautiful though. It's beautiful to look at. Cinematography's great.
It's almost like when you get
Oh, his brain shut down. Look at
Yeah,
that.
he glitched. He glitched.
You can hear the shutdown music. Oh, there it goes.
When you get deacons to do cinematography for your film,
There you go.
It's gonna look good.
It's
Did
gonna
you
look
know
beautiful.
who I was saying? Did you know the name? You're just like, let's just let him go.
Yeah, I wanted to wait
Damn it.
because you're Mr. Cinematographer.
I know.
Yeah, I had
I
to
was
wait.
like, oh shit, what's his name? I could see his
He
face.
just fucking glitched.
He's
All right, let's wrap this thing up. I need to get some dinner in me. Tina, where do we find you on the internet?
You can find me on most major social media under Cheddar Popper, CheddarPoppr.
Zachy boy?
You can find me playing Resident Evil 9 on Steam in my Discord, which is a dangerous mute lunatic. You can find me on Letterboxd Master Z91.
All right. Find me over on TikTok, the.film.doc, OTS Movies on Letterboxd, and the Film Doc over on Instagram. Until next time, we'll see everybody next week.
Bye, everybody.